Hello and welcome along to Mondo Chelloveck Movies. My name is John. As you might notice, I'm sitting at shelf 2. Now the reason I'm sitting at shelf 2 is because shelf number 1 has had a little bit of a sort of problem. Now what's happened is the brackets that I've got that hold these sort of the uprights in place, they have come away from the wall in two parts here on one of the brackets on there. Now what had happened was we noticed that the shelves were leaning just a touch. Now the best thing about, well, the worst thing about that is it's kind of come away from the wall. But the best thing about it, because it's kind of tied in with all these other posts and the bars going across it, that means that it kind of keeps it together. So it doesn't fall off the wall, it just comes away. So what I'm currently doing is I've taken most of the stuff off there and I've got it down behind me. And I'm going to go back and I'm going to put more of these on now. I've got a few on there at the moment, but I know that I've got to put a few more on it. I'm going to overkill this one. Now, one of the reasons why this has probably happened is because the big box arrow versions go on the top because they fit best on there. They don't fit on the other shelves. Now, the only problem with that is they weigh a ton. Now, they've been on there. This is the first time this has come off since like 2019. So it's lasted a while, but it just means that I'm just now going to start to put the big ones on the sort of lower shelves. I think now on shelf 1, I'm going to put more regular titles at the top. I'm going to leave the heavy stuff down the bottom. So a note to somebody, if you made any of these shelves, now don't forget these shelves are 8 foot high. Now with them being 8 foot, when I put all the stuff on the top, it's kind of top heavy in a fashion. So that's a little heads up for anybody who's doing these shelves. You might need to look into not putting the heavy stuff on the top. But the main reason for this video, as you've seen from the thumbnail, is because it's Amazon Prime Day. I went and ordered some stuff. Now this stuff is coming in dribs and drabs. I've got 3 things coming today, and on Friday I've got about 6 things coming. So there'll be 2 videos on this. This is part 1 of what I got on Amazon Prime Day. So through the course of the day I'll be unboxing all the stuff that's come. So hopefully by the end of tonight, Wednesday, I'll have a full video for you. If I don't, it'll go up on Thursday. So the first package that came today isn't actually from the Amazon Prime Day. I ordered this a couple of days ago and I've been after this for a long time. And usually when you see it's out in the wild, it's always full price. And the full price, I think it should have come down by now. It's because it's been out for quite a while. Now, when this first came out, I was talking to us about this on a live stream. And my good friend Phil, 4K Baker, if you're watching this, Phil, hope you're feeling all right. He said that this one is coming out on a 4K remastered Blu-ray. And I was like, what? I couldn't believe it. Just after talking about it and saying I would love to get this movie. And since then, it's actually come out in a 4K. Now, I went to look at the 4K, and the 4K was literally going to be, from America, was going to be around about the £40 to buy. And I thought that's a bit extravagant. I don't think it won't look bad. I just think that for £40, this isn't a £40 movie for me. Although it's a great movie, I love it. So this was actually £15 in the sale, and I thought, right, this is the time to get it. So it is. Ooh. Deep Folly. So it is Out of the Blue. Now I've been after this, like I say, for a long time. Now this is by BFI, and I bet that this looks sensational. It is a brand new 4K remaster. Now to me, this one has to look quite close to the 4K. Alright, I haven't got the extra kind of upgrade on the HDR, but for the price I'm going to pay, from £15 to £40, maybe even a little bit more with when I import it. So thoughts on this release at the end of the video. That's Out of the Blue. So if you can hear over the noise of the seagulls, I've got this. Now I've been after this set for the longest time. I did pick up the series individually, and of course when you go like past a certain time, they don't release anymore. How many times has that happened? So this show has 8 seasons, and they only released the first 4. I have got them, but I did want to get the rest of them. Of course, you can only get them in this box set. Now, when I've seen this box set out in the wild, it's always been an astronomical price, far too much money. This is only DVD as well, but this is one of my favourite shows of all time. There's never been another show like it as far as I'm concerned, and when I first saw this on TV, I couldn't believe that an American TV show had things like this in it, had content in like this. So, let's see what this is all about. Quite well packaged. Deep joy. So, what I received in this not badly packaged box is the complete set of Married with Children. Now, as I was saying, I did used to get these, and I had this on this is so funny. If anybody hasn't in the the rare case of anybody not seeing this, you will be blown away by this. This, I used to get them, I've got 1, 2, 3 and 4, and of course then it just stopped, and I used to go in and think, well, where's the next one coming, but it didn't. So I thought, oh, I'll just get the comfy set, and when I saw it, it was always really crazy money. But now I've got the whole thing. It says it's got, oh, it's 11 seasons actually, I thought it was 8. All 262 episodes from 11 seasons, the complete series. It's always been high on my list to pick up, but I've not, it weighs a ton as well. Just like I say, this is DVDs. Oh, it's on medium rare, didn't know that. And this was, to buy this on Amazon Prime Day, was £46.35, which I think for what you get in here, I think that's a great price. I do know that I would have paid probably a bit more, but the price I originally saw it for was just crazy. So I am so happy to get this. This show is just, I've been dying to watch. You can't really see it anywhere. And I think that as well, I think when it was on the TV, there was a lot of stuff sort of cut out, especially these days if you saw it on the TV. It would probably have a lot of stuff taken out of it because there was no holds barred with the show. It was sort of so near to the knuckle, it was unreal. Anyway, so really happy to get that. One of my favourite shows of all time. That's Married with Children. So as you can see, most of the day has been spent putting those shelves right, or that post right, and also sorting out where things are going to go. They're sort of all over the place at the minute, but it's a lot better than it was. So the last thing has just dropped through the post, and it is this package here. Now, this is the thing that I was mainly after. Now, a little bit behind this, I actually nearly got this. This was quite an expensive object, which I've been looking at for quite a long time, and I thought I'm definitely going to go for it this time round. I looked online, and I knew it was a good item, and I looked online just to check and see what was in it. So I thought, right, I'm definitely going for this. So, but I slept on it, and I thought, well, I'll do it in the morning when I get up. When I got up in the morning, it was Amazon Prime Day, and I thought, hang on a minute, I'll just have a look and see if there's anything off this box set, because there won't be, but I'll give it a shot. And like I say, I was literally hanging over the button to press to order this the night before, so I've saved myself £30 by buying it on the Amazon Prime Day. I'm so glad I did it, because I think even at the full price it would have been good, but at this price it's a no-brainer. So what I've got from Amazon today for £30 cheaper than it would be in usually online is, and I hope it hasn't been like the packaging isn't the best of packaging here. I hope it hasn't suffered at all. Fingers crossed. You know what it's like. Right, it is actually, it's in a box as well, so I'm so pleased about that, because when it came in this outer sort of like paper bag, I thought, I'm not too sure about this. But anyway, I'm looking at it, I'm thinking this is how something should be packaged. The item is in here, but this is obviously come from, I think, the distributor. And let's see what this actually is inside. Good job I brought me a Stanley. Right, so what I've got is, oh, this is nice, the Show Scope box set, volume 1. This is absolutely amazing. I knew it would be. I've seen a lot of people opening this, and I heard a lot of good things about it, and I thought I knew I had to get it eventually. And it was on list. It was a listing for £110. I did go actually on the Arrow website. It was £110 on there, but I would have got 1,100 points, and I thought, well, I'll do that, and maybe I can buy, with the points I've got, I can buy myself an extra disc. So that's what I was doing. I didn't think anything of Amazon Prime Day, didn't know anything about it until the next morning, when I thought I'll have a look and see what the other thing I will get off Arrow will be. Of course, I'm glad I didn't do that, because now I've got this for £79.99 as opposed to £110. So this is just an absolutely exquisite box. And I'll put it on. I'll hold it up here, and you can see what you're actually getting on this actual release. I'm not too sure how many movies there is in here. I'm going to say around about maybe from between 8 to 12. I'm not too sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And you've got 2 extra discs there. Or you've got 2 ones that are like music as well, which I didn't know about that till I was watching the channel Thefanaticaldragon. I'll leave a link down to his channel down below. He's got the most amazing things. If you want to know about martial arts, I always go and check out the Thefanaticaldragon's page. And he was going on about this, and he did say it was like 2 CDs in here, and I thought, oh, that's even better to have some of the music from these like classics. You will know that John Hall's been bringing some stuff over, and some of the movies from there are the ones he's been giving us on DVDs, because he upgraded to this. He doesn't need the DVDs anymore. But I'm going to keep them for the moment. I'm definitely going to get into this. I'm trying to think where it is. It's really heavy as well, so I think it's probably going to have to go on the floor somewhere. Hopefully it'll slot underneath the bottom shelf. So I want this on display because it's such a good looking set that I would hate not to have this out and so people can see it. Absolutely amazing. I've never seen one in the flesh. I've never even seen it on a shelf anywhere for me to say, ooh, look at that. But this is just, it's absolutely amazing. When Arrow do something, when they put the mind to it, they can do the most amazing of sets. And I know these movies in here would all be absolutely brilliant. Actually, I think there might be 12 on here, because I noticed another one got 2 ones on there. So I think I'm going to save this for another video. I'm going to give you more of a detailed overview of this. I'll go and open this up, and I'm going to have a look through it now. And then when I come back on a different video, I can show you what's inside here and also tell you my thoughts on it. Maybe how it ties in with a few of the movies I've got off John Hall. But I will tell you that this one here, I checked this out, and I know why this was so much, because it's 2 Blu-rays on here. It's got a mountain of extras on here. And I had to check the quality out of the movie, because, like I say, when I first saw it, it was pretty ropey, and I didn't think it was anything that was like going to blow us away. But I've got to say that this looks really good. It looks 10 times better than it actually was when I saw it on a VHS. And this movie here, it's funny, because when I forgot it, I said on here, she's 15. The only adult she admires is Johnny Rotten. Now I didn't know that at the time when I watched the movie itself, but I do remember that this character was heavily into punk and Elvis, and there's a lot to do with that. It's a great movie. It's quite bleak in parts. It was Dennis Hopper's 3rd movie ever directed, but highly recommended, and it looks really nice. Now, if this was the 4K, I could imagine it. Look, the colours in here look quite good actually. But it's got a lot of grain on it. It's not super. It's a clean print, but it's got that grainy element. I would imagine that the 4K would look a little bit like not the best 4K in my estimation. I could be wrong on that, but I do think that the colours in here are good enough for me to get a great experience with this movie, and I can't wait to watch it. It's been a long time since I've seen it, so that's out of the blue. So I'll unbox this, and my thoughts on this set will be on a different video. Now, the video it's going to go on with is a video that I've already made, but I'll add this on to the end of it. And the video is titled, it sounds a bit like clickbait, but it's not. It is the best looking Blu-ray I have ever seen in my life. And you may think, oh yes, well what is it? But I tell you what, when I saw it, I could not believe how good this Blu-ray was. It stands head and shoulders above any other Blu-ray I've seen. If I put it on and said to someone, here, have a look at this 4K, they wouldn't bat an eyelid. They would say, oh, that's a great 4K picture. It has to be seen to believe. So that's going to come up on that video. So I'm going to do this one as well. So it's going to get the best looking Blu-ray I've ever seen in my life. And that's the fact. It's not me just being clickbaity. So I can't wait to put that video out next week. And also I'll couple it with this one. Anyway, so I've had a great time with Amazon Prime Day. Got this one, which I've been after forever. And also this one as well. This monster, these two here, it's like doing weight training, picking these 2 things up. Now these would be things that I wouldn't put on my top shelf anyway, they're far too heavy. But I would have to put these on the bottom shelf, because the way they would be far too heavy for these shelves. In fact, this one's breaking me arm even holding it. So anyway, thanks for watching, you take care, and I will see you on the next video. Cheers.
Chicken!